Ever since joining the Big 12 Conference in 2012, TCU football has gained much notoriety. For TCU center Kellton Hollins, his role and passion expand further than just the offensive line.
So my biggest motto is I cannot go anywhere without making it better than what I found it.
Kellton plans on continuing to live out his motto with his major in youth advocacy and educational studies.
I chose this major because I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And if you don't know much about Baton Rouge, Louisiana, it's a tough place to grow up in. Some kids don't make it to see 21. I grew up with players, but now they're in jail for killing some of the other players I played with. And so I feel as though it's my job, it's my duty to give back to my community.
Not only has Kellton given back to his Baton Rouge community, but he also gives back to his temporary community of Fort Worth.
Right now in Fort Worth, I go to the Hope Forum, and I spend a lot of time with those younger guys in hopes of building them up to be ethical leaders, responsible citizens, and men of God, most importantly. Also, I go to Star Point, and I spend time with kids that have learning disabilities, and I think that's definitely helped me grow as a person because they teach me so much, things like patience and love.
Kellton has learned a lot by helping his local community, but in the summer of 2018, he was given the chance to break away from his athlete role and become a global student in South Africa.
South Africa was an amazing trip because I was able to go to another country and see how they live. It might not have been the best situation, but you still can see the beautiful in it. It was also a blessing to be able to praise God in another language at another church, something that I definitely have never done before. So that was amazing. But also South Africa has made me want to get back to my roots, to understand where I came from.
Though his visit to South Africa was almost a year ago, Kellton continues to advocate for South Africa while being at TCU.
The Rhino Run was to raise awareness for rhino poaching, which is where people will go in to kill the rhinos and just take their horns for money. I did the Rhino Run because I wanted to push myself to another level. I've never ran a 5K, and so that was big, but also just the title full circle back around from South Africa and bring it back to TCU was also pretty cool.
As Kellton's years at TCU begin to narrow down, he has begun to plan his future.
It might be crazy to hear this, but the NFL is my plan B. So after graduation, I want to go to graduate school, pursue a master's degree, and then after that, pursue a doctoral degree. And then from there, we'll see where God takes me. The biggest thing for me is just being where He wants me to be and going in the direction that He wants me to go in.
Once football is no longer there, Kellton wants to continue to break tradition.
They say it takes 50 years to forget about somebody, but I want to stand the test of time and being remembered by being someone that was, a leader, a servant leader at that, a God-fearing man that just gave back to his community, that everywhere he went, he changed it. Everywhere he went, the energy was different.
And that is Kellton Hollins.